Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about an adventure romance film called 6 Days, 7 Nights from 1998. Enjoy your viewing. Robin Monroe is the deputy editor of a glamorous women's magazine. The beauty's boyfriend, Frank, suddenly declares that they are constantly working and not resting at all. He suggests going to a small tropical island, but the couple is surprised to learn that the island can only be reached by a small, old four-seater airplane, piloted by an experienced pilot, Quinn Harris. The couple has to get on board, as the nearest boat leaves in 3 days. The last seat is taken by a pretty stewardess, Angelica. The flight is successful, and soon the couple finds themselves in a paradise at the end of the earth. In the evening, Frank unexpectedly proposes marriage to his companion, to which she gladly agrees. When her boyfriend goes to get cocktails, a drunken Quinn suddenly appears, and he notices that people come to the island for romance, which is so scarce in everyday life. The next day, on the beach, he stares at the beautiful women on vacation. The hotel administrator calls Robin to the phone. It turns out to be the editor of a magazine, who urgently asks the employee to go to the nearby island of Tahiti to supervise a photo shoot that is taking place there. Robin cannot refuse her boss. The woman persuades Quinn to take her to Tahiti for $700, and Angelica refuses to fly with them, as she is participating in a fun show today. Frank also refuses to fly, saying that he will miss his bride, who must feel guilty for her actions. During the flight, Robin confesses that she is the editor of a women's magazine, and Quinn, having seen her article, tells her that it is complete nonsense. At the same time, Frank is watching an evening game show and can't take his eyes off the beautiful Angelica. The clouds are quickly gathering in the sky and a thunderstorm begins. So Quinn decides to return to the island, and Robin takes some sedatives and becomes very inadequate. Suddenly, the plane is struck by lightning, causing the plane to quickly lose altitude. Quinn barely lands the plane on a small island in the middle of the ocean, while Frank is having fun on the island. When Robin wakes up in the morning, Quinn explains that they have lost one landing gear and a radio, so they will not be able to take off and send a distress call. Robin's cell phone has no signal. Quinn has no idea where they are, and he honestly tells the woman that rescuers are unlikely to ever find them. The only hope is a flare gun with one last round. Robin freaks out and runs to the plane where the rescue fetus is located. She tries to get it working on board and succeeds. Meanwhile, Quinn just laughs at the woman's funny prank. Frank and Angelica realize that their companions are in trouble. They turn to the rescuers for help, and soon they are on another helicopter to search for the missing. Robin notices that the companion is looking at her, and Quinn says that the girl is not his type because she is too talkative and self-confident. Robin becomes very angry at what she hears, but it doesn't bother the man too much. The two of them finally find a source of fresh water, but a boar appears right in front of Robin, forcing her to run into the pond in terror. Not even a minute later, the girl frantically calls for help, because something has swum right into her clothes. Quinn says in a menacing voice that it is a snake, which makes Robin shake with terror. Then the man slowly and very carefully takes the snake out of her clothes and throws it away, and Robin breathes a sigh of relief. She is sure that the satellite has just saved her life. At the same time, Quinn smiles, realizing that it was just a harmless little snake. Returning to the shore, the man ingeniously disguises himself to hunt peacocks, despite the girl's requests not to touch the beautiful birds. In the evening, when Quinn roasts the prey on the fire and gives it to Robin to try, the woman eats it with great appetite. In the morning, Robin wakes up first and notices a large airliner in the sky. Without waiting for Quinn, she fires a rocket launcher, but hits a palm tree. Soon after, Quinn wakes up and screams at the stupid girl who has just deprived them of their last chance for salvation, as the crew of the liner would hardly notice even a nuclear explosion from such a height. Frank is very worried about the fate of his fiancée. Angelica reassures him, saying that the brave and resourceful Quinn will help her. Quinn and Robin walk for several hours to the top of the island, hoping to find a radio lighthouse at the top, but unfortunately, it is not there. Quinn believes they are doomed, and the girl asks him not to give up, as only he can save them. Suddenly, Robin spots a boat at a considerable distance from the island. After that, the two of them head for the plane, hoping to get to the ship by lifeboat. Once on the boat, Quinn confesses that Angelica is just a colleague and a good friend. A few years ago, he was married, but his wife cheated on him and ran away with his business partner. After that, he decided to settle on a remote island. When he swims closer to the boat, Quinn sees that it is pirates who are killing civilians in cold blood. Quinn realizes that they have to escape quickly, but it's too late. The pirates spot them both and give chase in a motorboat. The bandits open fire on the couple, who barely manage to reach land. The chase continues on the shore, where Quinn tells his companion to hide, and he lures the pirates into a trap and attacks them. Quinn successfully fights off the villains, but one of them grabs Robin and threatens to shoot her. The pirates are going to kill the accidental witnesses of their atrocities, but suddenly Robin comes up with the idea to lie and say that they are hiding several bars of gold on the island. The greedy bandits order the couple to show them where the treasure is hidden. Meanwhile, the couple waits for the right moment, and they both run away. Near a high cliff, Quinn kisses his companion to distract her, then pushes the girl from a great height into the water and jumps after her. The pirates do not dare to follow them. Frank almost cries and says that he loves Robin very much. Angelica strongly doubts this, because every man she has ever met has also sworn that he loved a woman, but always cheated in the end. Meanwhile, Quinn and Robin are overjoyed to realize that they have miraculously survived. They begin to kiss each other from their feelings. They decide to hide for a while in the depths of the island, where they find a destroyed airplane from World War II. They decide to stay there for the night. Angelica drinks a decent dose of alcohol and invites Frank to spend the night with her. The guy is very hesitant and does not want to cheat on his beloved, but still cannot resist such a gorgeous temptation. The next morning, he regrets it. Robin wakes up to a loud crash. It was Quinn who unhooked a part of the airplane and dropped it to the ground. The two of them drag the structure to a small river, the current of which takes them directly to the shore. Frank continues to blame himself for the betrayal. Angelica tells him to pull himself together and stop whining. At this point, a search and rescue officer informs the couple that they will have to stop their pointless search. It takes Quinn and Robin a whole day to raise the plane using a system of levers and cables. They try to make a structure that should help them take off from the water. Unfortunately, the pirates spot them both and start firing a cannon at their plane. Quinn gets a shrapnel wound, and Robin helps the man get to the cockpit. The pilot manages to start the engine and get the plane moving. Under continuous fire from the bandits, the plane takes off and flies directly over the pirates' boat, who once again fire their cannon, but destroy their ship due to their own stupidity. The wounded Quinn explains to his companion how to land the plane, and then loses consciousness. At this time, on the island, Frank and Angelica say goodbye to their loved ones forever. Suddenly, a familiar airplane appears on the horizon. Robin is very nervous and barely remembers Quinn's words. Still, she lands the plane near the shore. The rather hard landing brings the pilots to their senses, and the locals help them both get to the shore. The hotel gives Frank and Robin a month's free stay, and the guy tells the beauty that he no longer hoped to see her alive, and he did a big mistake. Robin visits the recovering Quinn in the hospital. The two have a nice conversation, as they have become very close during this time on the desert island. Despite the strong mutual attraction, they are well aware that they are too different, and they are unlikely to succeed in terms of relationships. So all that remains is to say goodbye before flying back to New York. Robin has serious doubts about whether she and Frank should get married, and her fiancé accidentally confesses to his infidelity. After learning the truth, the girl returns her engagement ring, and the two realize that they are not meant for each other after all. Robin hesitantly boards the plane, and a few minutes later Quinn appears and realizes with horror that he is late. At this point, Robin gets down from the plane, and Quinn notices the beauty, and they kiss passionately. If you have watched the video so far, you should know that I am happy to have viewers like you. Thank you for watching to the end. Subscribe to the channel and follow the news. Klontsak Recapped was with you. See you soon.